You
We're
must
talking
have
about
seen-
Vampire the Masquerade, which has some of the coolest lore in all of board and/or video game history.
Don't remind me about
The
that.
Masquerade handled dissociative identity disorder. I'm sure it could handle gender politics.
God, I just want to play some cool vampires. Don't give a fuck what they're doing. They're evil.
You could play
Okay,
Vampire.
untrue. They do give a fuck. They give a fuck about the Masquerade.
Yeah,
Not
I
the
mean, there's
cane swords falls for the pieces.
yeah. I mean, again, the games followed very closely after the board game's lore, which was really appreciated at first, because I mean, anyone who's seen Seth's video knows that essentially God made Cain the first Super Saiyan, in the form of vampirism, and then sent him to wander the world. And from there, the lore gets really cool about integrating itself within both like biblical and then historical events as well. Combining the notions, it created sort of a fantasy magical realism within the Bible in a way that very few people can manage to pull off without it either being preachy or like edgy atheism. It was just very well done.
But like, where's the priest raping the kid?
Incorrect part of the religion. This is more focused on like the demons and such.
This is
I
the
know,
Old
but-
Testament.
Yeah, the more
God,
interesting
God
part.
is always pissed.
Yeah, I mean, again, really cool stuff. There's all kinds of, the biblical flood is part of their lore. There's, the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah are ruled by two vampires, and all this descendants of Cain. The mark of Cain is vampirism. Anyone who knows the Bible knows about the mark of Cain. Sort of an undescribed way that that God marked him for murdering his brother. And again, hilariously, instead of punishing him, he granted him sort of eternal life on Earth and superpowers. He just can't go out in the sun.
Yeah, that's just the meme version about it. There's more to it. It's more.
Yeah, dude, I've read the actual lore. I'm just giving the Cliff Notes version to anyone who's not familiar.
It's not
that would be
really
me.
that they just have superpowers. They are cursed to forever betray each other, forever dwindling in their power. That will lead to jealousy, mistrust.
Yeah, well, that's why the kingdoms of Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed. Like, every vampire always backstabs the other. There's no sharing, no consolidation of power, and that's part of the reason that the clans formulated the Masquerade not just as a means of concealment, but as a sort of territory carve-up ideology.
Yep.
My favorite part in Vampire the Masquerade is when its spin-off had a queer Muslim leader.
Yeah, I mean the cringe is unreal on some of that. They also have a couple of visual novels that you can get on the Switch.
Which
Oh,
would
I'm
Oh,
not
sweet, Switch
exactly
visual novel?
against it. It would be nice, trying to balance your identity, the one about your religious versus your sexual. It would have been great. It would have been great for conflict. Instead, it's just not explained.
and when the politics start to outweigh like good gameplay, that's when you lose me. I think that's when you lose a sizable majority of your core fan base.
Got that?
Yeah.
Here I am.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit that sucks. Y'all know about that.
So now you say that Vampire the Masquerade was ruined.
In a
But
way, yes, but it can still be recuperated. It's not too far gone.
You
The
think
fact that they scrapped the entire next video game and had to start over is a refreshing revelation, to be sure.
They know they fucked
No,
up.
really.
I
Well,
think
if
they
Lowe's-
know they fucked up, and they're gonna
Oh,
try
Love's coming right
to.
back. I'm gonna go get another drink. Be right back.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hopeful. I am of the mind that if they're going to try to release something sort of like as an apology or as a course correction, that I'm going to give it a chance, but I'm not going to go in with high hopes. It's sort of a Halo 6, a Halo Infinite mentality that I have, where I've been burned before, so I'm hopeful and cautiously optimistic about the things you're promising, but I'm not going to stake any sort of investment into it like I would have otherwise.
It's understandable, dude.
Yeah.
Like, completely.
Yeah, I mean, I had high hopes for the Witcher series because I was like, season 1 is bad, but no, but season 2 is where it'll be. Then
Season 2 of what?
season 2 came out and it was like, holy shit, this is bad.
Season 2 of what?
The Witcher Netflix show.
Oh yeah, fuck! I watched that, and it is just. I felt like something was missing. I'm like,
Yeah, the story.
I like everything, but like something feels off.
I
you know what
think
it was?
part of
You
it
know what
was
it was the part where
tone. Hey man, you're like there's like a weird like crunching coming through if you're like
I think
eating or
he's
something,
eating.
homie.
me.
No,
Oh,
sounds
Alex.
like a
Alex.
sounds like a squirrel is like right at your freaking microphone, bro.
Alex.
I think it's my other earbud. Pardon, I'm using one. The other is just right next to it. Pardon me.
But yeah, I think like where I started to just kind of notice was bad was it was when like the whole clan of witchers got infected by magic, even though aren't they supposed to be immune?
Oh,
Yeah,
they're not immune. They're not like
not
immune to
unless you
magic,
just
but the
don't
magic,
do
the
that,
way
they
it was
can infect
presented in the
people.
show, is not how magic works in that universe, ostensibly.
It's like the whole thing was like he got infected by a Leshen,
Yeah.
even though they say in the show like that's not how it's supposed to work. What the fuck?
It's what they said in the in their own TV show.
Yeah,
So it's like,
they were trying to apparently what they were trying to do was like introduce this sort of the magic of like the Wild Hunt universe as how it affects their universe. Some sort of with the conjunction of spheres, some of the magic from that universe is affects things differently. With the witch at the end of season 2, a very tiresome experience, a slog really to get through that.
Yeah. I'm just like, so I watched all the Witchers like try to fight these monsters and like that was cool. But then I'm like, why are they dying?
because there's only supposed to be 3 Witchers in the books.
3 Witcher? What?
Yeah, but
There's only
they
3 Witchers in the
they
books.
killed those
There's
ones
Lambert,
anyway.
Geralt, and Eskel. That's it. There's not supposed to be anyone else.
There's supposed to be 3? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, why did they kill off
Yeah, but
the
they
third
killed
Witcher?
Lambert and they killed off Eskel.
Why did they do that?
To show how edgy things are,
You couldn't have done that with another Witcher? Not
No.
Eskel?
No, in the books, it's literally like there's 4 Witchers in total. There's Geralt, there's Vesemir, Eskel, Lambert, and there's a 5th one. I think Griffin's name.
Yeah.
And that's it. No Witchers dying.
No, it's just like
Nope.
these are supposed to be the greatest warriors, the greatest monster hunters in the land. Why are they dropping like flies in this scene?
Yeah, against a Leshen of all things. Not a dragon,
You guys don't
not a
get it. It
frost
makes me judgy,
giant.
man.
Okay, sorry about that.
Fine.
I was gone for like a little bit. We
Alex, dude, that
we live?
clicking is driving
No, yeah,
me
we are
crazy,
live.
bro.
We've been live like for the last like 10 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Let me look at the thing. I already added everyone in the server.
Okay.
Sorry, Mitch, you're gonna say bruh again. We might make this one a bit short because I need to go somewhere in a bit. We're still going.
You're not even worth it.
I'm sorry. We're still going. It's just this will not be 3 hours or 2 hours like it usually is. So
Yeah, dog. I've got to dip a little after. I guess what's your time? A little after 6 your time, man.
I might do
I've got
that.
places to be as well.
Yeah, it might
Like
be.
we said 4, like
I know.
earlier.
You
Yeah,
said
I
4
really
Eastern,
skipped
then
one
it
of my
moved.
classes for this.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, Chad. You
Well,
shouldn't.
it was it's a class where I already did all the work for, so it's not like a huge deal for me.
Chad, you shouldn't not be doing that. Not for this dang thing. Oh dang. Oh crap.
And they do it for free.
They do it for free.
They do.
Oh
Who
man.
isn't doing it for free? Tell me. I must know.
We're all doing it for free, dude.
Yeah, this is not monetized whatsoever. So.
No.
Hey, Olo, when
We're-
are we gonna get some sponsors, bro?
I have no
when's our
idea.
Well, we do have a sponsor, and that sponsor is Raid Shadow Legend.
Yep. Like, Lone, would you actually take a Rage sponsorship?
I think I said this last time. If I like make fun of them, if I'm able to like go nuts.
Bruh, I mean, the way to do it is take the sponsorship and then go Flash Git style. Just go hard, dude.
Flash gets.
Um, I'm trying to think of like
Here's
who
the
did the
thing, though,
Raid
the
sponsorship the
Flash
best.
style-
Hmm.
There's
Yeah,
not a
dude.
Flash
So
style,
can we talk about Elon Musk? Because I feel like that's going to put us right back on track.
Yeah,
Yes,
let's
quickly. All right.
let's do Elon. Yes, let's do
Okay.
Elon.
$44 billion. If you had $44 billion, what would you do with it?
hookers and blowjobs.
Hookers and blowjobs.
That's a lot.
$44 billion.
You're
You're gonna waste it on sex.
Well, there's worse ways you could waste your money. You could buy Twitter.
Yeah.
So yeah, Elon Musk buying Twitter.
You think he's
What-
actually going to change the platform?
Hopefully,
Nah,
but I have
dude,
my doubts.
Not in a tangible way.
No fucking idea. I think like literally he did it just so he could like show up to the office and be like, "Fuck it, I'm the boss," and then just dip.
That is the most expensive troll ever.
Bro, he's That's what I'd fucking do with $44 billion.
Honestly,
I mean,
yeah,
the thing is,
that seems like what Elon would do. Because I need to remind you all, since I'm the kind of guy who literally studies this sort of things. Elon is a fucking idiot. Like, he's just the guy who can promote something to a certain degree because people will believe in what he says. He's that charismatic. He is the kind of guy that will propose to you a shittier version of what you have and just say, "Trust me, bro, it's all good." Like, he has that kind of charisma and way of going to present this sort of products. Like,
Now,
Tesla, all those fancy sports cars that possibly can explode, they fuck up so many times because of the software or how Elon just wants to fuck with people. How he's using child slavery to mine an extremely rare mineral on Earth.
Yeah.
That
is that actually
pretend-
true? Is a child slave thing true?
pretend. He's the guy who's going to solve climate change. Because of electric car, not probably
Which, by the way,
focusing on
use.
methane, because the combustion of methane literally just produces water.
Which, by the way, those
Well-
electric cars aren't entirely 100%. Those things use batteries, and batteries have battery acid. And mining those
Yeah,
minerals
they-
release
You know
stuff
what they
in the
also
air.
have? know what they also have?
Weights.
Weight.
Yep,
They weigh a fuck ton.
they do.
bro.
Yep.
They do.
That's also the problem. Like, also Elon Musk tried to launch this, the electric tow trucks, to solve the gas problem and probably solve the problem of, trucks consume a lot of gas and emitting a lot of CO2. Make it electric. Small problem. The density between gasoline and electrical capacity of battery, it's way too high. Like you'd only be capable to carry 9 tons or 6 tons, and that in transporting shit, it's child's play. It's literally overpricing. It's creating too many problems. Like that was already something. Then he also decided to say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go make my own, gonna make my own solution for traffic." The Boring Company. Oh, in Las
The
Vegas,
drilling
they
company.
decided.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yep, they basically decided to create a series of tunnels that are basically it's basically a fucking metro. But instead it's only for Tesla users because, of course, it's only for Tesla users. They get to drive underground under some sort of mobile pad. That goes from the surface to this bored tunnel, and they get to go wherever the fuck they want at a high speed. Then it got downgraded to the car just being to a car being moved underground and always being a Tesla, and driving around in very small, very cramped tunnels, which a lot of things can go wrong. Then it got expanded by simply being an underground tunnel for cars, which you grab a rental Tesla and drive it around. Then you want to know what's the funny part that happened there?
What happened?
Because he ran out of money.
There was traffic. He promised to solve traffic, and down there was traffic. Traffic.
Bruh.
Yes.
Okay, so we're all agreed that this man is basically a meme as a billionaire, though.
Yes.
I mean,
He's an
there's
idiot with
Well, I
too much money to
well,
spend.
there's SpaceX, so I'll give him that.
You think we're gonna go
I
to
mean,
the?
I think that it's
Mars,
pretty
people,
easy
we're
to
gonna
shit on the
colonize
guy.
Mars. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
You think we're gonna go to Mars?
It's easy to shit on the guy without
Maybe.
like appreciating. While I do agree that he's largely, a con man, but not in the way that we use it today, but like an actual confidence man, a man who inspires confidence in business deals. I do have to say that the allocation of his funds have been successful. His business ventures are largely successful, and the reason he does that is the way he does that is he's really good at finding exposed market niches that aren't being filled either at all or poorly by competition, and either buys out a company or invents a company, or is the face man of a company that will fill that niche successfully. SpaceX is a great example. Like privatized space flights were a thing where he realized there was potential for huge, massive government subsidies. There was potential for massive advancement, and eventually, the option for things like space mining, where your company could exponentially just sort of build on itself.
What?
So do you think we're actually gonna go to Mars?
Maybe.
One day, definitely. But
Possibly in this
Yeah,
century.
for sure.
Like, possibly in this century.
Possibly
I'd
in
say.
this. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're years and years away from like expanse territory and stuff like that. But like the technology's
Landing on Mars. Like just landing on
if
Mars.
we're gonna be on Mars, I want to be an oil baron.
oof.
There won't be oil, you absolute unit.
Yeah,
We're gonna go
like
fucking
Bro.
deep rock galactic on this shit. Let's go, mine!
Bro, you think immigrating to a country is hard? Try immigrating to another planet.
yeah.
We're gonna
More than
immigrate to another
likely-
planet. We're gonna steal its oil, people.
There is no
That's how it
oil on
goes.
freaking Mars. Like the most you'll probably mine is either like some deep minerals in that planet, because I guarantee you there is, and we'll probably like find some like I won't be shocked if we actually find some ancient artifacts or something of an ancient civilization there, because you look at Mars, it kind of has a resemblance to Earth in some cases, and
Martians were there, and they're gonna probe
something
our
happened to
asses.
the
There's nothing we can do.
planet.
Do
Something
not
happened.
look at the Noctis Labyrinth. Do not go into the Noctis Labyrinth.
Do not go
You do
there.
not know what's under
You don't know
Yeah.
what's there. You don't know what's there.
Yeah.
Accidentally open a portal to hell.
I think that if we find signs of life, that it's largely going to be microbial. That's
Either
my suspicion.
microbial or long
Yeah,
dead.
same here. That's
I-
I'm not
it-
saying aliens don't
'cause
exist,
again-
but
Microbial or long dead, more than likely. There's barely any sightings
that's what
of
I
that.
mean. I don't think the microbes are alive anymore. I think they're probably very dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm saying like fossilized microbial evidence, not necessarily of the microbes, but more likely their waste or where they were consuming.
Mm.
You know, that would be my bet.
Old bones.
Yeah, and see, the thing is, I don't think that that Mars as a planet had enough time to evolve that kind of specialized multicellular life. It took Earth 3 billion years to do that, and then
Honestly?
Possible that life may have immigrated there or something. I don't know.
I mean, I don't discount panspermia. I think that as a theory, it certainly has holes in it, but there's possibilities. I mean, we found Martian rocks in Antarctica that got blasted off of Mars and somehow ended up on Earth.
Yep.
So it's possible.
Yeah, anything's possible. Yeah.
Look, if we're gonna send anyone into space, it has to be Matt Damon. He keeps wanting to be an astronaut in every single movie. We might as well just
Do
give
it.
it to him.
Yeah, let's
Do
do
it.
it. Let's do it.
Send Matt Damon. Let's do it. Send Matt Damon there.
Let's send him there.
Right for the 9/11 movie. Let's do this shit. Oh,
Matt Damon.
Martian, but in real
Damon.
life.
we're gonna make a 9/11 in Mars, Morty. Morty, we're gonna do. We're
Yeah.
gonna do 9/11 in Mars, Morty.
Morty,
We're
Morty.
gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Turning Red 2. Turning Red 2. Panda goes to space.
That's it. Okay.
You know,
Direct to
that's
DVD.
actually something I'm like curious about. Do female astronauts get like their periods in space? Do they menstruate in space?
Oh God, I don't
Or
want
do
to
they
think of
give
that.
them? I was going to say,
Bro,
or do
what
they
the
give them
fuck?
like drugs to stop that?
Well,
Possibly.
this isn't a fantasy, but Warhammer 40K, the sister battles, are specifically designed to make sure that such issues are, non-existent. So,
Bro,
maybe
bro, can you imagine you wake up from like cryo sleep and you see something red floating in the air, floating around, and you're just like, what the fuck is that?
Oh,
It's
homie,
pale.
period blood is very rarely light red, dog.
That's like
How do you
dark
know
red.
this?
It's dark
Because
red.
I'm married and also I'm an adult who knows that menstruation is a really horrid and yucky time.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, that the period blood is like old blood generally.
Yeah.
Real gnarly shit.
Yeah.
Seeing images, don't want to see it again.
Yeah, dude. No.
I'm just saying, you wouldn't see some like crimson droplets. What you would be seeing is some sort of like congealed, horrible mess.
Some
I love where
very
this went.
black
This went from,
red.
Are we going to, have life on Mars too? And does periods exist?
Nah. You know what does
Well-
exist? Actually, you know what doesn't exist
aliens.
anymore? You know what doesn't exist
No.
anymore? Twitter bots. They're all gone.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What do you mean Twitter bots are all gone?
They're gone. You got rid of them. They're all gone.
Elon single-handedly saving the country.
It's like
once
Mark Hamill's like, yo, I just lost 8,000 followers. Is this happening to anyone else? Yeah, I just lost 3,000. What's going on? It's like the Thanos snap of Twitter.
Well, why
Listen.
would the bots just go away? What happened? Does anyone know why they were all gone? All the bots?
Well,
Because
can
they-
you? I wanna throw a
Or
couple
they
of hypotheticals
feared
at that
Elon.
question. Can you let's say you thrive as a bot maker, as someone who puts these bots on Twitter, and that a certain group or ideology has consistently had your support, has supported you and backed you, and then suddenly you find yourself in a position where those people are no longer a valuable or a shield for you. What are you going to do? Are you going to stick around where you could potentially be investigated?
Somebody think about the bots. All right, we must ensure the survival of the bot jobs. All right, bring
And a
back the bot
future for
jobs.
bot children.
Yes.
But like, not only are they gone, but you got so many people being like, "Oh, I guess I gotta leave Twitter now." It's like,
Oh yeah, people are like,
well,
what is that?
we're
That
waiting.
Savage Dragon creator, he left.
Who?
Bye bye, have fun.
Yeah,
We won't
Savage
miss you.
Dragon. So you know Spawn, right? Savage Dragon teamed up with him sometimes. He's a
Mhm.
C-list character of Image. He's like the ant.
Yeah. He gone.
Yeah, I mean, it really is just the if Trump wins, I'm moving to Canada thing all over again. These people have terminal, and I mean terminal addictions to the dopamine release that Twitter gives them when people not reblog, when people retweet their
We're going back
nonsense.
to Tumblr.
So
Jeez.
Unironically,
you know what?
Tumblr is
I
getting
actually
to
like
shit, yeah,
Tumblr a
Tumblr's
lot.
actually
I
good.
miss
and
Tumblr.
come back.
So
I
guys,
miss Tumblr. I'm saying it.
refresh my memory a bit, all right?
Okay, so
Trump-
Tumblr.
No,
Okay,
not Tumblr. I know that whole mess. Trump was banned because
He incited
He-
the January 6th riots, allegedly.
yeah, that's what people claim, right?
He incited the
unquote,
riots,
but
Susan. Susan, we agree. The election was legit, Susan. All right. We're
Yeah, but
not
like,
saying they're not.
what was his actual quote? Like, what did he say?
Something to storm the Capitol.
No, I don't think. No, well, the actual tweet, not the thing he said at the rally.
Yeah, no.
Not the
I mean,
actual
like,
rally.
homeboys, we're steering into territory that's going to get us immediately nuked from orbit.
No, not really.
Let
I
it
mean,
be.
well,
It's Lone who's got to deal with it, not us.
I have the one to deal with it. I'm the one telling Susan this is all a joke. We're all joking,
all a
Susan.
joke.
This is an epic gamer move, Susan.
All a joke, a
Indeed.
conspiracy, if you will.
Indeed, there was never such a thing as Ashla Babbitt. There was never such a woman that was killed at the riot. There was no such things. We're pranking.
There's
I mean,
no
that's
war
not
in
the
Bossing
issue
Say.
here. The issues here we're talking about the 2020 election.
Nah, there are no feds. There were no feds at the rally that let the doors open. You know,
Absolutely not.
that never
It's
happened.
impossible. Are you stupid?
No, a bunch of people just managed to break in to a government building easily.
Yes.
Without any complications.
See, you getting it?
That makes
Yep.
sense.
Ugh.
Surely nothing glow in the dark around here.
So anyway, you think he's gonna come back? You think it's gonna
Um,
be? You think it's gonna be for 5,000 years I have slumbered? Who dares awaken me?
Oh, great! Did you?
Hopefully.
Hey, best
I
buddy.
think that what he will do is he'll come back and he'll post one thing, and he'll say, "Join Truth," and that'll be that, and or it'll just be ads for his new social media platform,
Which is going to
because he's trying to create the right wing alternative to like Twitter and Facebook.
You mean Gab?
It would be bad business practice for
Wasn't
him
Gab a massive
to
Fed post?
look like he's what's that?
Wasn't Gab a massive Fed post?
Yeah.
No,
It's
dude. I'm
either-
talking about Truth. It's literally called Truth.
Oh,
No,
okay. I thought it was
his
Getter.
blog
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
not to count that Gab.
Isn't it?
since I gotta
Isn't
add
it
this
still
more
in its beta
addendum.
thing?
Yeah,
Gab is
but
kind of dead in the water right now. Like, I gotta say it. Gab is kind of dead in the water because, well, they kind of went Puritan. Like, they started accusing that all anime content was, apparently pedophilia and demon shit. For some reason, they started to go full schizo about anime and go completely Puritan about anything that is deemed degenerate. So people just went up and leave because
So
they,
did they get based? Is what I'm hearing.
What?
they became too based because apparently anime is the devil. Everything that doesn't have that doesn't have basically a collar and you can barely see the ankles it's complete sin. They basically reverse back to Puritan.
Yo, when
From
are they
what I-
gonna
Remind
when are they gonna
everyone
learn
that
that
there
like
is a part of the Bible where the followers of God cannibalize and boil people alive to eat them? Just saying.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
when are they gonna learn that
I'm
like
just saying it's very
attacking
hypocritical for them
anime
to
fans
say,
never
"Oh,
works?
anime is the devil," when you have far worse shit in the Bible. It's a bit of hypocrisy.
When are they gonna learn that attacking Japanese cartoons is never gonna work?
Yes.
I mean, yeah,
they didn't learn from
attacking the
World War-
Japanese mainland and then attacking their anime. Two things you should never do as an empire.
I mean, we did it fairly well.
Rookie mistake.
No, not particularly, homeboy. If we hadn't nuked them,
Okay,
Operation
yes.
Downfall would have been the costliest in human lives battles, basically of World War II, barring the Soviet massacres.
I believe we're also relying on like 2 to be enough. Because if they didn't quit by the second one, we had none left.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, it was all a big bluff.
I mean, we did glass them. That's the big thing. So we should have got the message.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Japan had that whole samurai culture building up, and it wasn't ironic. They were going to fight to death. They were recruiting people over 60, and basically, I forget what it was called, but so for those of you who don't know how the Navy lands, it's not like they park their mega carrier on the beach and just sit there. They sent amphibious craft. So what they were going to do is get all these old people, put them in like early 1900s diving gear, and give them a stick with a grenade at the end, and just poke the amphibious landing gear, which was most likely going to kill the user. They were willing to do that. So
Yeah, they were
Fuck, man.
already recruiting people at the age 16 and up by the time the nukes fell. Japan was truly desperate for manpower, and they were completely
Thing.
willing to go toe to toe with the U.S. over every inch of mainland Japanese soil.
yeah, it's because they committed several war crimes and knew they were in deep shit.
Well, totally has
Yeah, well,
nothing.
luckily for them, the nukes kind of exonerated them in the eyes of everyone not in East Asia, China, Korea.
Japanese come from
What?
Not Chinese come from. I'm sorry.
I wonder why Japan has such a birth rate problem. I wonder.
Oh, I mean, that's actually largely due to economic influences that you can measure over time.
That too. That
Ooh.
too.
The 80s bubble burst. We all played Yakuza. Well, the best one.
Dame dame.
Dame
yo. Dame yo.
Antana. Ba ba ba.
Sugi sugite.
Okay, let's keep karaoke night to probably Saturday night, okay? Let's keep
Alright,
that
alright.
there.
Alright.
I'll say something controversial. Yakuza 0 was the best Yakuza.
I'll say something
Why
else
did you say?
controversial.
Why did you pronounce it wrong in the first part of that sentence and then correctly in the second part?
That's just how I roll, man.
How could you say something so
Nerd.
controversial yet so brave?
I'll say something else controversial. I've never played any of them.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
They
haven't
are-
played Yakuza either.
Yeah, I still need to play them, but still, I really like it. I want to beat the shit out of that, and I still want to try and get me the Fist of the North Star version, the same one that Lolly played some time ago, because goddamn, I love that anime. Like,
That's
it's
I don't
so
think that's not a
That's not
Yakuza
available
game.
on
That's
PC.
that's like an actual Fist and North Star branded game.
fuck's sake. I hope at least it's in Italian, because here in Italy, we fucking love that. We love that thing. Like, we brought that thing back in the late 80s, and we dubbed it over. And you ever saw
I
the
heard
first...
that theme music. It was good.
Mm.
Also, you remember the first Fist of the North Star movie? The actual first one?
No. I read the
No.
manga.
No, because I got some lore for you about this.
Or you saying
Since-
manga?
Some real life lore. And drop
Manga.
some real life lore on us.
Manga.
Yeah, it's you know
Yeah,
how
no.
Japan tends, you know how some versions tend to censor some of the violence, because if you read the manga, you know how the violence in Fist of the North Star was fucking gruesome. Like in the original anime, Yes, it was just silhouettes of them exploding. You saw the manga, you saw all the gory bits. You saw everything. Of course, for a lot of people, it didn't bode well. But in the movie, they were actually going to go a little bit more a la manga, show how some of their organs were contorting or exploding or imploding or all the other metal shit. They were going to do that, but they lost that version because everybody was just like, "Oh no, we're not gonna show this to the public. Show the more, the less gory one." So it was kind of lost for a little bit until an Italian collector who actually had that version dubbed in Italian, or I think it was some original version or something like that, came up and just say, "Looking for this?" And so we had that. And so thank us for keeping the shit. We saved the good gory bits because we thought that thing was metal as fuck.
Well, once part of the Axis, always part of the Axis, eh? You can't help yourselves but be allies to Japan.
Hey,
Damn, man, that's just brutal.
Hey, we loved anime before it was cool. We fucking love Lupin to this day. That thing is still a top tier anime.
I can tell you guys like anime. You have one on your Senate.
Which one is it? Tell me the
Oh,
name.
Tifa.
Oh,
Tifa.
right.
Mussolini's granddaughter, isn't she was a part of the Senate, right?
Who?
Yeah, dude,
Who,
we covered that in like the first podcast. Yeah, she was a J-pop star.
Bitchin'.
Angela Mussolini? Oh yeah, she probably did some of that because I saw some albums. Not big a fan because I saw her on TV like she hit the wall hard and now she just screams at people because she's a prima donna bitch.
Yeah,
You don't want
Yeah,
that,
it's almost
boys.
like she's the granddaughter of Mussolini or something.
Yeah, how it goes.
She's one prima donna bitch, and now she looks like an old wizened hag. She's hit the wall. She drinks three box of box wine daily.
Dog, she is in her 60s, homie. That's just how people age.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you guys. Sometimes time is
the
a
best
big
ways
bit.
to just
You say that. Explain Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris is God.
Plastic surgery, facelifts, eye lifts.
He treat himself good, my man, to look that good.
I mean, in the interest of fairness, he is physically fit for a man in his late 80s. It's just, his face is young because you can tell he's had eye surgery. He's got those sort of stretched eye surgery eyes now.
Oh dang, does he? I'm gonna look.
Biden?
Yeah, rather like.
That kind of ruins the magic a bit.
All right.
I wish you hadn't told me that.
Chuck Norris.
In a way, yes and no.
Oh yeah, I see.
All I do here is shatter people's dreams.
Well, I mean, hopefully the dream of meeting alien life is completely shattered.
Oh, speaking of aliens,
I should hope not.
Roswell.
I hope we don't.
On...
Roswell.
Because if Hawking was right, it's best we don't.
I don't take the words of that invalid seriously. He just irritated me.
What? Hawking? Why?
Because he's putting on a point of if they're able to just travel a lot faster than light speed and doing shit like that, what's stopping them to come down here and enslave us?
Bro, we have so many movies.
Why would they need to enslave us? Because the entire concept that he went for of European colonization is a very flawed example of what aliens would probably do. First of all, we're not the same species as them. Second of all, resources are so abundant in this universe that there would be no reason for them to colonize our world. Third of all, if they wanted to enslave us, it would literally just be out of malice and not necessity, because any sufficiently advanced civilization would have advanced automation to the point where robots or machines like them would take care of those material needs. It's just a silly notion and a silly concept from a man who his Hawking radiation theory also annoys me. Don't get me started on that.
Damn,
It's not
man! I
radiation
didn't know you had.
theory.
I didn't know you had such a hatred for this, for such a scientific figure.
Possibly,
You know?
but I always like to. But after a while, I started to think it can't. If things can go worse, will go worse. I like to think on Murphy's law. If shit can go bad, it will go bad.
I mean, the way I think of it,
Things
like,
are fucking grim dark. If it's possible.
what if they're just on like kind of a galactic conquest? I'm like, all right, we conquered this planet. Now the inhabitants just work for us.
Yeah, but they're
Oh,
automations.
but why would you?
Automations there, so why would they need to?
Yeah, why would you though?
Expand the empire, you know.
But
Slaves
your
are a
empire
downgrade in automation in every way. They're the reason Rome
in
got
every way.
industrialized.
I mean, at least let's hope it's not like the Covenant. You know.
Oh yeah, the Covenant.
Okay, but with the
Yeah,
Covenant, it was literally
again,
to
if they
do
have
and
some like
validate our
pseudo religiosity, against humanity, at that point it wouldn't be a war. We would be rendered extinct before we had time to react.
Oh yeah,
Because
We've
again,
got nothing else.
any sufficiently advanced species would have the ability to just. There's a million ways. Even a simple self-replicating machine, and they wouldn't even have to kill us. All they'd have to do is contain us. Have you guys ever read the what is it? The three body problem from Asimov? No, it's not Asimov.
Yeah,
Who is it?
I don't think so. Explain.
I prefer to keep my
Well,
conspiracy
it's a-
theories to real life.
Yeah, well, it's actually a pretty brilliant idea. Is that they utilize this alien species, recognize that humanity could potentially be a problem in its infancy, so they utilizing like dark matter feeding machines that we have no quantifiable way to detect with our current technology, have been retarding the laws of physics around us so that we think that there's a hard light speed when there's not, so that when we run tests, that everything that we see is essentially through the filter of a great machine swarm that we don't have the ability to detect. A sufficiently advanced species should theoretically be able to prevent any ascension of a species or cause its containment via like thousands of different means, put them into a super void, contain their sun, have orbiting satellites that identify when technology is introduced, and then destroy the source of that technology. There are infinite ways, essentially, for a hyper advanced alien civilization to have kept us down or destroyed us. And the fact that we don't see anything like that gives me hope that they're not needless destroyers.
So what you're saying is basically life could come to Earth, but not in the form of just oh yeah, world of worlds, fuck everything up. It's more like we've been messing with humanity since the dawn of time. Like, we've been here the entire time.
It's possible.
They have ideas
Interesting
that
theory.
they cannot comprehend. Like they don't want something like them because I don't know. Maybe it's something that we couldn't even think. We should also think a little bit more Lovecraftian, like possibly like how
We're talking about
back
like
in
old
Mass
gods and
Effect
shit.
3. Maybe like how in Mass Effect 3,
essentially
there was
Lovecraft's
fucking-
old gods were just hyper advanced aliens.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
Extra dimensional
Cthulhu's an
hyper
alien.
advanced aliens.
Pretty sure Cthulhu's an alien.
Yeah, he crash landed on Earth.
What happened? What happened to Earth?
What?
What happened to Earth?
Well, he landed on Earth. There, he created slave species, and then he went to sleep. There's a lot more to it, but those are sort of like the three big things.
Base Cthulhu? Base Cthulhu?
Absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, again,
like,
in our limited understanding, we still don't even have a means of unifying Newtonian and quantum physics. Like we have not figured yet how to broach the two subjects.
I have a very simple answer for that. Newton was a beta cuck, and his laws don't apply.
Bees?
And you see, the thing is, like, but they do. You see, Newton's laws do on a macroscopic level. As soon as you enter the nanoscopic quantum level of reality, Newton's laws break down. But the same thing with like quantum uncertainty. When applied to a large scale, the odds of it are so low that you can basically discount it as a probability. Like right now, it is theoretically, under our understanding of quantum physics, possible for our sun to quantum tunnel out of here and just appear somewhere else entirely randomly within our universe. But
Then
that's
why
not
doesn't it?
ever going to happen. The odds are so infinitesimally low that it's essentially a non-issue. Do you see what I'm saying? So both sides can sneer at each other, but we don't have a way to make those two laws of physics shake hands. That's how limited our understanding of science truly is.
Bro, just trust the science, bro.
Unless we're
But
in
the
Trust
problem
it.
with science is an
Hitchhiker's Guide to the
ever-evolving
Galaxy.
thing. Its entire process is that it questions itself. You trust the science by not trusting the science at all.
Yeah,
question
science
the
is a
science, you're not
process,
trusting
not a destination.
You question the science. You do not follow it. You question why can it be like this? Why has it been like
People
this?
question
Could it be
gravity
something
for some
different?
time, and there's a reason to it.
Right. I mean, we have yet to discover gravitons in a meaningful way. I mean, there's
what
been
is more
several
plausible here? What is more
hyperbolic
plausible?
papers that say we did it, but we don't have evidence yet of gravitons where there should be.
What's more plausible here to the ancient man? All right, the Earth is stuck up on a infinitely large turtle, or it's just a floating ball in an empty black space.
Bro, man, I don't know about the.
Well,
I think about the turtle,
again,
man.
that you can ask that question, facetiously, but at the end of the day, we have the benefit of context that they just don't.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Which is more plausible to a man?
Yeah. And I think
Like,
with that,
I know for certain turtles can exist, and I don't know how big they can grow. Why can't there be a turtle that's just big enough to, just be as big as the universe?
because Stephen King didn't write it, he was coked. He was too coked out of his mind. And with that, I think we can end this.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, in all actuality,
We're
I've got to
gonna-
bounce, lads.
We're gonna finish this. We're gonna finish this next time. I'm so sorry.
Like, come on, this was a engaging topic.
Yeah, it
we're
was.
talking like multi-level conspiracy shit here.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
talking
I
about
really,
the fact
I
that
like
laws
this.
just don't work.
All right,
Dude.
so what
What?
time?
All right,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
All right, guys in chat, like, so sorry I had to cut this short, like something like came up last minute. Hopefully, like next time we'll definitely continue this because I really am interested in like this type of stuff. So, see,
Possibly we're gonna nerd out on this more out there shit.
Oh yeah,
Like
Absolutely.
we're gonna make it look Alex Jones like a fucking joke, man.
oof,
Absolutely.
absolutely. All right, see you, chat.
All right, see you lads. It's
See ya.
been fun.
That's